Coming up on the County Line, we tell you how to get in the holiday spirit with some local Christmas parades.
Also, later in this edition of the County Line, we take you behind the scenes of a local candy factory, and the County Line
starts now.
I can't do this. Hello and welcome. I'm Angela Tucker.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Bishop. New Wilmington will host its first ever Christmas parade this winter. The parade takes place December 2nd at 6:30 p.m. The New Wilmington Chamber of Commerce sponsors the event, which includes a Westminster connection. The homecoming king and queen will appear in the parade. That means you should look out for the County Line's own Courtney Crown, as the procession will follow the same path as the Halloween parade. The County Line talked to the president of the New Wilmington Chamber of Commerce, Justin Callahan, about the parade.
Well, we're trying to get more people involved. We've sent flyers out to the school, to Westminster, maybe to try and get some sororities, fraternities, if they want to do a float or anything like that. So we'll have 5 different volunteer fire companies and their trucks, and we're trying to, like I said, trying to get other people involved to do, a float or something. So, just kind of change it up a little bit. We've never done a parade before, so this will be the first year.
Westminster College's Campus Ministry Group held their annual Christmas tree lighting on the quad November 28th at 7 p.m. Members of campus and the community enjoyed scripture readings, Christmas carols, and stories told by President Dorman. The event began in McGill Library and ended on the quad with the lighting of the Christmas tree following Dorman's countdown. Afterwards, all joined in prayer and went back to the library for hot chocolate and chapel treats.
With the arrival of the holiday season, many people will soon be buying their Christmas trees and setting up their holiday decorations outside. The County Line's Bradford Eric talked with former publicity head of the New Wilmington Fire Department and found out some safety tips for your home this season.
The first thing I could say, if you're going to use a Christmas tree, and it's going to be a live Christmas tree, you have to keep it watered. It has to have plenty of water. Number 2, for a live Christmas tree, for every foot of the tree, you can only have 100 lights. If it's a 6-foot tree, 600 lights are the maximum that you can have on the tree for the own safety. So often at Christmas time, have extra outlets and extra extensions and extra things to plug in. And we have to be sure that the extensions are UL, United Laboratories, that the outlets are in good working order, and that your wiring system can handle it.
Ever wonder who rings the bells in the Westminster Bell Tower?
Up next, we go behind the scenes of the bell tower. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Dan McDevitt, a father, a husband, Army retiree, and a student at Westminster College. It was nice finding a college so close to home with high academics, was going to put me in the job market right after graduation. If I was to tell another adult student why to come to Westminster, I'd tell them for the academics, the one-on-one personalization they'll get with their instructor, the small classroom experience. I know with this college degree, it's going to open a lot of doors for me. My kids are supportive of me going back to college. And when I get good grades, they're all happy. They're like, way to go, Dad.
Westminster was founded in 1852 as one of the nation's earliest coeducational colleges. Our timeless mission of developing individuals intellectually, spiritually, and socially has helped Westminster become one of the country's top liberal arts colleges. Experience tradition the Westminster way.
Westminster College is home to one of the few real carillons in Pennsylvania. The bell tower in Old Main is one of the spots that only a few people get to see. Dr. Paul Musser established the Friends of the Carillon Scholarship to give selected students the opportunity to play the famous bells. Join the County Line's Hannah Puchkuski as she sits down with Musser and takes a tour through the tower.
The bell tower is the symbol for Westminster College. Every 15 minutes, the chimes ring to tell those from New Wilmington to Valant what time it is. Every Sunday, a hymn is also played from the tower. Dr. Paul Musser is the founder for the Friends of the Carillon Scholarship. As a Westminster alum, Musser remembers back to when he first heard those famous bells.
And I enjoyed the bells when I came to the first missionary conference here in 1938, and they really touched my heart.
A carillon must have at least 24 bells. When Musser was a student, there were 12. This means they were simply called chimes.
You don't have all the accidentals. I had an F sharp and I had a B flat and I had the rest of just 12 bells.
The carillon now has 42 bells. It includes 3.5 octaves and all accidentals are present. However, according to Musser, the carillon is still not complete.
We need 2 more bells if you're interested in giving $40,000. The low E flat and D flat here, you see they're down. Those are the 2 bells we don't have.
Westminster is one of the 3 colleges in Pennsylvania that has bells. Musser says the real carillons are much more appealing to listen to instead of the electronic ones.
It's like kissing through cardboard. There's no feeling. But if you play it here, you're getting real live music. You can slow down or speed up or just what you feel inside, and go louder or soft or whatever, or change whatever you're doing,
With his love for the bells, Musser decided to create a scholarship dedicated to the carillon for Westminster. However, the task was not easy. When he established the fund, he had to raise at least $25,000 to get an endowed scholarship.
Their letters came back. We had over 200 people that sent letters back.
Musser was able to donate an endowment called the Friends of the Carillon Scholarship.
We want students to play. I don't need me up there when I love it, but why not have students do it?
The most recent carillon student is sophomore Tim Lane. Tim explains that he'd rather be playing the bells than his regular instruments.
I like improvising on the bells. It's a little bit easier to improvise on this than it is on the organ or on the piano.
Before a performance, Tim is required to practice. However, the bell tower is not where he does it.
We also have a practice room with a instrument like this. It's kind of like, it doesn't have actual bells. It has little bars that you hit, but I practice in there a few times a week.
This 87-year-old is not done climbing the 100 stairs up to the bell tower yet. He's just a phone call away.
If he gets sick, they'll call me. Don't worry.
For the County Line, I'm Hannah Puchkuski.
The greatest concentration of the carillons is still found in the Netherlands, Belgium, and in the north of France. They were mounted in the grand towers of wealthy cities as tokens of civic pride and status. Carillons were usually housed in church towers and belfries or in municipal buildings. The world's heaviest carillon weighs 20 tons and is located at the Riverside Church in New York City.
McKeever Environmental Learning Center is home to over 205 acres of living textbook, where the pages are often 80 feet tall, 100 years old, sometimes slimy, and always in living color. I spent some time there over the course of this summer working on my senior capstone project. Here's a sneak peek at what goes on at the center. McKeever Environmental Learning Center, located in Sandy Lake, Pennsylvania, was created by the Commonwealth in 1974. McKeever's programs are administered by Slippery Rock University and the PA State System of Higher Education. The primary purpose of the center is to help citizens become better keepers of the Earth's resources. They accomplish this through various school programs, summer camps, and adult workshops.
Cool!
The best thing about McKeever, and it's something that you can't get, just about anywhere else. You can learn all the content you want inside a classroom and hammer all the the curriculum down their throat, but there's not a whole lot of change happens in the actions of a person unless they have feelings for something.
Children are learning things at McKeever that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives.
As Meredith is cuddling, she's breathing in what, everybody? Oxygen. And what's she breathing out?
C2.
Carbon dioxide, thank you, CO2.
They are learning how their current actions are impacting their adult futures and building a greater appreciation of the earth.
It's very unique. It's different than any other, it's different than the class. You can offer a classroom of students so much more than you can in the traditional classroom setting.
With the help of McKeever, the future adults of the world are becoming educated on how to better treat the environment in which we live.
Stay tuned for an update on the world of Westminster sports.
Moore County Line is on the way.
Should you rank a student athlete by lap times or GPA? Hi, I'm Joe Underko, Executive Director of the President's Athletic Conference, and we say both are important. 10 schools, over 600 student athletes, all on the PAC honor roll, all with GPA 3.6 or higher. PAC athletes are awarded for excellence both on the field and in the classroom. PAC athletes, academically and athletically elite.
Hello and welcome to Titantown Sports. I'm Josh Dunn. Let's get straight to this week's action. The men's basketball team prepares to start the PAC season this week. After a rough start to the season, the Titans hope to get on track with the start of conference play. The Titans open the PAC season at home against St. Vincent. Sophomore guard Anthony Thomas has high hopes for the team this year.
To win it, there's no other goal to go. We're not fighting for second place. We're fighting to win it this year.
And what are your keys to success? What thing can you do this year to make you guys at the top of the bat?
Play fast. Make other teams play fast. We got to get up, pressure the ball, and get the ball and run.
The Titan women's basketball team hopes to turn things around with the start of the PAC season. Titans will look for their first win of the season when they play St. Vincent to start conference play. Sophomore guard Gabby Halko hopes the team can improve on their performance last season.
Well, last year we didn't do too well, but we have all of our starting five that we had last year and basically all of our team back, and I feel like we're going to do really well in the pack and hopefully end up in the top 3.
Balancing a schedule of both academics and sports can be difficult. Many students want to participate on athletics teams, but do not want to commit that much time. Thankfully, Westminster offers many intramural teams for the casual athlete. One of the most popular activities is Ultimate Frisbee. Student Gino Colella explains why the fun game is so appealing.
I play Frisbee because I'm here to have fun, stay athletic, but not dedicate myself to a full-time sport like varsity athletics. You know what I mean? Because it's still a sport. There's still rules of the game. There's still stamina and athleticism involved, but it has none of the time consumption that varsity athletics have.
Only 2 weeks into practicing, and the Westminster men's and women's track teams are already shaping up to have an excellent season. At last year's President's Athletic Conference meet, the Titan men took first place, while the ladies brought home a second-place trophy. Head coach Tim McNeil says the athletes are using the momentum from last year to blaze through preseason practices now. Although the season is long and the first meet is not for some time, you can be sure to anticipate some impressive results this season. The Westminster Hockey Club has 7 wins through 14 games this season. The team is led by sophomore Josh Beistel, who many with the team consider their star player. Junior PJ Woods says the team hopes to win the league this year after finishing in second place last year. Because it is a club sport, the team invites anyone to play. Woods says that about 18 players come to each game. However, he welcomes more players to come out. Games will continue following the holiday break. If you do not consider yourself a hockey player, fan support is greatly appreciated. Several Titan soccer players were recently named to the All-PAC conference teams for their outstanding performances this past season. For the men's team, senior midfielders Jake Huey and Cody Hainsey were named second team all-conference, while senior midfielder James Gross and sophomore forward David Osei earned honorable mention recognition. On the women's side, seniors Kelly McKenowicz and Shanae Fillion earned honorable mention. Senior midfielder Samantha Kilmeyer earned second team all-conference, and senior defender Tyler Dever earned first team all-pack honors. Congratulations to both the men's and women's soccer players honored for their exceptional play this past year. That's your Titantown Sports of the Week. I'm Josh Dunn. Now for more of the County Line.
Westminster College's stellar academic reputation comes from dedicated faculty committed to student success. A Westminster liberal arts education prepares you for life's challenges. Go to college for more than a degree. Go to become educated. Challenge yourself the Westminster way.
Local band J.D. Eicher and the Goodnights continues to grow in popularity. They now have 2 albums available on Amazon.com, iTunes, and in stores. After graduating from Westminster, Eicher maintains close ties with the college. Westminster students wrote, directed, and produced the band's newest music video. The County Line's Andrea Tice and Joe Ligo take a break from filming and give us an inside look at working with the band.
Lights, camera, and plenty of action. I'm on the set of J.D. Eicher and the Goodnights' latest music video, and I'm lucky enough to be co-directing. The project began as a collaboration between the band and Professor Brad Weaver's video production class. Classmate Andrea Tice and I wrote, produced, and directed the 4-minute and 33-second film. The project features the song Easy off their second album, Shifting. Unlike their other videos, this one takes a playful tone. Eicher says it helps show viewers a more whimsical side of the band.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a lot of fun, and I don't know that, our past videos and our music tends to be on the more serious side. This is one of our more lighthearted songs, so I think that this is nice to have a song that kind of shows us goofing around a little bit and stuff,
The Goodnights share the stage with another star as well, except he's made of paper. The film showcases some old-school stop-motion animation. The process is quite simple. Take many still pictures of an object and move it slightly between photos. Play those images back rapidly, and a star is born. Andrea and I took over 900 pictures, working nearly 8 hours. All this for about 1 minute and 30 seconds of animation. However, the hard work pays off, as Eicher says the animation adds a great deal.
I love the animation. I think I like the idea that things kind of pile up on their own, you know what I mean? And so seeing that really takes the metaphor and brings it to life. So it's cool. I like that a lot. Yeah.
The rest of the band is fond of it as well.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool to have the stop motion animation and throwing it back and forth there. It's a really creative edge to. Ryan's just looking blankly because he has no idea what it looks like yet.
I don't know what stop motion is, so.
My daughter's a big fan of origami, so origami things, that's going to be huge.
JD, Ryan, and Dan all graduated from Westminster College. This collaboration between the band and Westminster is the latest of a lasting relationship they share.
It's a huge testament to the school and that community. I mean, it's so great. We can go back. We go back and play at Westminster, and everyone's so cool about it. So everyone's really nice. We get a nice turnout, and I think the way that the community looks out for its grads and for its students is really cool. So to be able to get together and do something like this is awesome.
The video will hit J.D. Eicher and the Goodnights YouTube channel soon. I hope when the band is famous someday, they will remember who to find for their next music video. It wasn't easy, but it was certainly worth it. I'm Joe Ligo for the County Line.
You said this would be easy. Please be careful what you
True friendship can be measured in what we say and do for those we care about. Here at Westminster, some students are proving that fact. Junior Karen Evans is scheduled to undergo minor brain surgery this December and was told that part of her head would have to be shaved. Karen decided it would be best to just shave her whole head completely. In support of Karen, some of her friends decided to shave their heads with her. Evans' roommate, Carol Marie Unger, tells us the reason for shaving her head.
Well, one, I've always wanted to shave my head since I was like 10, so she just kind of gave me an extra boost and a purpose. And I mean, she's been my friend since freshman year. We live next door to each other, and now we're roommates, and we're just really good friends. So I guess it's just partly moral support, partly because I wanted to do it, and she's awesome and makes me look good for shaving my head.
Karen said, quote, "I am just so grateful to have been blessed with such supportive friends. I've still been receiving pictures, texts, and hugs from people I barely even know. It's truly been an enlightening experience, and I feel as though their help is what is going to keep my spirits up through this whole entire process." We here at the County Line wish Karen a successful surgery and a speedy recovery. You're watching the County Line.
Stay tuned for more.
Should you rank a student athlete by lap times or GPA? Hi, I'm Joe Underko, Executive Director of the President's Athletic Conference, and we say both are important. 10 schools, over 600 student athletes, all on the PAC honor roll, all with GPA 3.6 or higher. PAC athletes are awarded for excellence both on the field and in the classroom. PAC athletes, academically and athletically elite.
Have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes of one of the largest candy distributors in the country? Hard work and skill from hundreds of dedicated workers at the Here's How packaging plant located in Grove City, PA, allows people all over the country to enjoy their products. The County Line's Brittany Grego takes us to a sweet spot inside the candy factory to show us how the company began and the daily processes involved with packaging candy.
For 80 years, the George J. Howe Company, based in Grove City, PA, has distributed coffee, nuts, and candy all over the country. CEO of Here's How, Richard Beach, explains how it all began.
George J. Howe had a cash and carry grocery store, and in the late 20s, as a little promotion, he gave away a pound of coffee for every $10 worth of groceries purchased. The coffee was so successful that ultimately in 1927 he sold that business and opened up the Howe Company.
They introduced candy into the mix around the 1950s, which remains their best seller.
The majority of our business today is candy related, both branded and unbranded items that we bring in bulk and then put in smaller packages for resale. We also roast and process nuts, and we're still in the coffee business too.
One may find Here's How products at a wide variety of places, such as Giant Eagle and hotel chains. The company recently added a new machine to speed up the process. The new technology creates a more productive workplace. Even with the bad economy today, the company remains successful here in Grove City.
Now our business has grown so much because we now have products on our route delivery system probably in about 9 states. So we go far beyond Grove City, but Grove City has been very resilient over the years.
Quality and service are the basic principles they base themselves upon.
We really rely heavily on the service component. So in other words, our people. We want to have a lot of customer contact in the stores so that they know that we care about the products that we deliver and make sure that we're there regularly touching base with customers. The other thing is the quality of products. We buy all of our candy, and so we can source candy that we know meets our standards.
In Grove City, I'm Brittany Grego for the County Line.
Here's How sells other items besides candy. They also sell a variety of nuts and coffees. The retail store, located in Grove City, is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. till 4:15 p.m. and from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. on Saturdays. The store is closed on Sundays. Phone orders can also be placed by calling the number on your screen.
Antlered and antlerless deer season opened up in our region Monday, November 28th and runs until December 10th. The Pennsylvania Game Commission estimates that deer hunting leads to the harvest of 250,000 deer each year. They also note that the number of hunters is up over last year.
Westminster College's Business and Professional Communications class is teaming up with the Animal Welfare League of Trumbull County, Ohio, to bring hope to a furry friend. As part of a service learning project, members of the class are organizing a supply drive for the shelter. Items needed includes toys, treats, and food. For more information, contact Tara Ott at the email address on your screen. The drive runs until December 14th.
With the temperatures dropping and decorations going up, that means one thing to the folks at 88.9. Titan Radio prepares to get everyone in the holiday spirit with 24/7 Christmas music. This station will be playing non-stop holiday hits to spread cheer for the season.
Relive the music and memories of those classic TV specials of the 60s and 70s. Rudolph, Frosty, The Grinch, and Friends will be shown at the Strand Theater on December 9th through 11th. The show starts at 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and 2 p.m. on Sunday, December 11th. For more information, visit the Strand Theater's website.
That will do it for us here at the County Line.
Be sure to tune in next week as we deck the halls for the holiday season.
Also, be sure to log on to WCN247.com for all your campus updates and community connections,
as well as your latest in sports action on Titantown Sports.